My name is Taylor Self and I'm doing drugs. My knee's been with me for a long time because I fucked it up. And Biomax peptides are going to make it better.
Taylor found a homeless man on Craigslist to help him learn how to do this. And they made this video to show you how. It worked out pretty well. The guy brought his own, only partially used needle.
Nice. That's crazy. I didn't feel the needle at all. I felt the injection just a little bit.
Jeez.
Nice.
Your skin is so f***ing thick.
Well, there's a lot of scar tissue there on that side, especially, I'm sure. That really didn't hurt. That was crazy. So we do that every night? Mm-hmm. Okay,
for
cool.
Like 3-4 weeks.
If you thought it was hard to kill Taylor before this, well, then it looks like you don't have a chance in hell now. You'd better ask to see the manager, Uncle. Biomax peptides, because Sevi and Hiller said so.
Bam, we're live. Day 2, crazy day 1. It was so much fun. I got to meet Scott Panchik this morning in the elevator. I just about fell out. Like, I couldn't, it was amazing. But we're here. I think we got some surprises to talk about, some new stuff we're about to learn.
Yeah, I had a different experience when I met Scott Panchik, but that's the there.
Yeah, guys, day 2. Thanks for being here. We appreciate all you guys watching early. Boz is, well, they're just now finishing up the team brief, but we're here to just kind of give you about an hour of pre-event 4 talk. Exciting day 1 yesterday, some surprises, maybe some things that we kind of assumed would be the case, like Tia Toomey and #1 overall. But yeah, biomaxpeptides.com, head on over there, 10% off, code GAMES. Couldn't be here without Sarah. She's been here hanging out in the booth with us. The whole crew is here. It's been a blast. So excited to still have 2 more days left in the weekend.
Yeah, I think Lydia Fish being 4 points off of Tia is the biggest surprise of the weekend thus far. And I'm excited I really, really hope that she can stay into the top 5. I think it's going to be really hard after the back squat, but she is the most exciting story, I think, of the weekend thus far.
She was crazy. The crowd went nuts for her last night when she finished the final event 3. It was absolutely insane. What about Kringle? How did she? I didn't get to. I haven't seen the leaderboard yet.
So Kringle got pegboarded, but she was doing great before that. She is in 5th place right now. Do we want to bring up the leaderboard and just go over that real quick? And then we'll go over the workout that we're about to do afterwards. Okay, there we go. Go to the women real quick, Caleb. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, Amy Kringle with a 29th. It's kind of crazy that she's still in 5th place. 2nd and 3rd, you can't really ask for a better 2 events than a 29th place on event 3. And then it's kind of the usual suspects after that. You got Lucy Campbell, Madeline Sturt, Danielle Brandon, Ariel Lowen. I would have thought Ariel Lowen would have been higher than she is right now. I think she's going to have I think Lucy Campbell and Lydia Fish take hits today. And I think Ariel Lowen and Danielle Brandon do not.
Well, you had said yesterday before event 2 that as impressive as Ariel was on event 1, she was one of the athletes you had never seen do any crossover double unders.
I haven't, yeah.
So you were like, and that is a great thing to consider, because a lot of the athletes that are really confident with them, I think I've posted a ton of videos basically to let everyone know, hey, I've been doing my homework, I'm ready.
Yeah.
And we hadn't seen anything from her, and you just never knew the people that were going to struggle on that workout. Kind of like the pegboard, we didn't know who was going to have a pegboard that seemed like they were stuck to, and who was going to have one that seemed like ice.
Yeah, and it was less about who was great at the pegboard. It was just what pegboard did you end up getting. And obviously the winners are all great at the pegboard. They've all practiced pegboard over and over again. But there were people that we know that were great at pegboard that got screwed. And again, nobody's fault. I'm not blaming the CrossFit Games. I'm not blaming Dave. I'm not blaming the equipment. It just was what it was. It did happen. It did play a role in that event. That's it.
We're getting here setting up for event 4, guys. Remember, it's 5 rounds per time. 300-meter run on the Woodway runner. They're setting up digital monitors right now next to every runner. So we're going to get to follow kind of where everyone is at. awesome. We saw these dudes when the guys did the row calories, and it made finishing or ending on a routine a lot more palatable. And just knowing every round, John's going to be over here freaking with his notepad, like writing down the differences every round between the runs, which I think is like going to get some real good insight if it appears that people are moving to actual bar and walking. That's kind of complicated.
Yeah, they're gonna have the digital score of Woody Wolf's counter. Yeah, the digital counter for the back squat too. And especially for the people who are here at the arena, everybody can see where everybody is at, and it's a really, really good addition to the game. This is the first time the game has had digital counters. Yes. For this type of
So last year in Dallas, when they did, I think it was called climb, they did this CHD rope climb deadlift. I'm pretty sure they had the first. That's the first time.
That's the only time.
That's the first time I remember. Yeah.
I feel like they're going to play more of a significant role this time. So, we're going to talk about the workout?
Yeah, what are we getting into today? What is the
Caleb, can you go ahead and pull it up? It's 5 rounds, 4 times of a 300-meter run, 12 deadlifts at 350 for the guys, 220 for the girls. It is with an axle bar, so a little bit of a twist there. And then 100 foot of handstand walking. And me and JR kind of specified about
the mics still aren't on. They can't hear the mics. Are we good, guys? Mics, check. Can you hear us now? You got us? You got JR?
I can hear myself.
I can hear myself.
Yeah, it doesn't sound, the headphones sound fine. Audio is cracking up. I can hear fine. Yeah, let us know. 1999, David Reed. Oh, shit. Can hear fine. Okay. All right, there we go. Go ahead.
So the workout is 5 rounds per time, 300-meter run, 12 deadlifts at 350, 220 for the girls with an axle bar, and then a 100-foot handstand walk. And it's kind of, JR thinks people are going to make moves in the run. I think it's the deadlifts are going to make a big difference on people. And then of the people who don't struggle with the deadlifts, it's a handstand walk workout from there. But 500 foot of handstand walk. You look at this workout, I don't think people think 500 foot of handstand walk, if you're great at handstand walking, doesn't make a difference. 500 feet is the most handstand walking that's ever been in a games event. I don't know an event even in semifinals where there's been 500 feet. You recall one?
No, not in the semifinal level. I mean, I think there's been some workouts where the handstand walk is as dense or even more dense than this, meaning like there's not as much time in between handstand walks. Sure, it's maybe only 300 feet. You know, you look at Mayhem Classic this year, they had 50 GHD, 100-foot handstand walk, 100-foot overhead dumbbell walk one. So those 100 feet every time with the GHD and the dumbbell overhead, there was a lot of interferences with walk through it. I mean, I think it's Syndicate this year having the GHD with the high box jump over and the obstacle in the middle. That was 300 feet. But for a lot of people, that was like, 20, 30, 40 seconds in between 30-foot and broken passes. So I think those were really, really challenging. And I think with the axle bar, what a lot of people aren't considering is typically when you think about deadlifts, you think about posterior, you think about hamstrings, you think about low back, you think about glutes. This axle bar, what it does, because you have to create so much force on the bar, it's really going to fatigue the forearms and the upper body, the lats, when you kick upside down. So for a lot of people, I think the axle bar will make the handstand walk significantly harder than what it would be if it was just a traditional bar.
How does this mess with like the great handstand walkers like Danielle Brandon after all of the accumulation yesterday, and they come in here and you said this is the most handstand walking that we've seen at a games? Does this mess with her at all, or does she just come in here and smash it completely?
Oh, I think she's looking at her chops as far as the handstand walk goes. I think for her, it's a deadlift workout. Can she make it through the deadlifts unscathed, or is the deadlifts going to be challenging? Guys, they're saying our audio.
Yeah.
Terrible. Caleb,
I tried to turn it up again, but I just...
give us a moment, guys. We're going to try to fix the audio.
Hey, Heidi. Love you,
Before we
girl.
keep- Before we keep talking,
JR less. What does that say?
sound like
JR,
it's
less
going,
Mr. Rogers, and more Stephen A. Smith.
I can't just beat John.
Oh, yeah, that helps. That it goes to the roadcast. There we go. We got it.
Any better, guys? Any better? Any better?
It should be loud as. Hi, Heidi. Love you too. Okay. Hopefully that works.
All right, they're bringing the equipment out right now. They're bringing the deadlift bars. It looks like the men will be going first. And me and JR talked about this. We were curious if they would be handstand walking in 100-foot sections and 50-foot sections. And it looks like they're going to be handstand walking in 25-foot sections. So it'll be 4 25-foot sections before they come back to the runner. JR, do you want to speak to the difference of what that makes, the 25-foot sections versus 100-foot or 50-foot?
Well, you know, it's interesting. A lot of people would say it's going to help the bad handstand walkers. What I think it does is it makes the movement more aerobic. So if you think about being able to do unbroken gymnastics movements, being able to do unbroken muscle ups, being able to do unbroken pull ups. John, if I tell you that you have to do 100 pull ups, but you have to do 20 sets of 5, so you have to come off the bar every 5, just coming down and jumping back up, it's going to make the movement more breathy.
It's an aerobic workout.
You're going to make it less muscular. So for a lot of people, mandating 25 feet is just going to give them the opportunity to rest. And if you're someone who is a faster handstand walker, you want that big chunk because you want to be able to accumulate speed and you want to be able to separate yourself. If you're only going in 25s, you can only get so far ahead. So where the difference can be made up is when you come down, how fast do you kick back up every time? And for a lot of people, it's just going to make them breathe harder.
So do you think this hurts people like Tudor? Tudor's the first name that comes to my mind then.
I think someone like Tudor might just be so fast on his hands that it doesn't matter. But I think for some of the people that are middle of the pack at handstand walking,
as soon as that fatigue
if
kicks
they're just
in,
a little bit more fit, they're going to be able to stay with maybe better handstand walkers on a muscular level.
Chat wants to know if the winners need to go unbroken. If you want to win, do you have to go unbroken on this?
I mean, if it's mandatory 25s, you are breaking up that.
For like the deadlift or.
I think if you're winning the workout, you're going unbroken on the deadlift.
Okay. How's Colton feeling about this workout? Is he just coming out here to smash this, or the run mess with him?
I think Colton's doing damage control in this workout.
Dude, I'm so sad.
Right now with damage control,
so
I mean
sad.
like top 10.
Okay, all right.
But that's what I think he's shooting for. Who I don't know where he's going to end up in the pack. There's a lot of people who are going to be pretty filthy at this workout. Oh, shoot. Hey, they're going live. I think Dave's making an announcement to the athletes on Instagram. Are we able to pull that up, Caleb? It's the Instagram CrossFit page. We're going to try to pull that up.
Guys, Dave is live for some reason. They're just setting everything up here on the floor with tape. So it doesn't look like there's really anything going on inside.
We have sound?
I imagine they're.
So 5 rounds for time. Run 400, 12 deadlifts, same weight, same way, 100 feet of walk. And on the final round, it's 100 feet and you end near the runner. So then you walk 50, which makes it 150. The time cap is 22 minutes.
Let the handstand games continue.
And Jack, what's that? That's it. Thank you guys.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah.
All right. So basically, they adjusted the workout. They made the runs longer, so they're 400 meters. Go ahead and go off of it, Caleb. So it's 5 rounds, 400 meters instead of 300. Now, this benefits people. My immediate thought process goes to Jeff as far as the men go. Maybe even guys like Roman, Austin, Jason.
James,
yeah. And then an extra 50 feet. Is that what I heard, right? Like, so it's just 550 total then?
It seems like a extra 50 on the last round.
On the last round, correct.
Yeah.
Because you're going to end over here, and then he wants you to go 50 more feet.
Correct. So they want a handstand walk to the finish Matt. Yeah.
Which athletes are really upset about this? Like, is there a set of athletes that are like, oh man, this really hurts me, or this changes the workout for me completely?
I think it just makes the workout longer. So like whatever gaps you'll see, they'll increase. Or I mean, it makes it a little bit more of a pace game, but it doesn't. I don't think it changes the workout significantly.
Well, I think if you're someone who wants to be able to make your moves on the deadlift and the handstand walk, it gives the athletes that might struggle on those two movements longer to recover their upper body on the runner.
Do you think that's what he wanted? Do you think randomly he just decided to do like what makes this? I don't think this is that much of a twist. I feel like this is a change of the workout.
I think he changed it because we have an hour workout, 50 minutes to an hour. And then the longest workout we were going to have was going to be 16, 17 minutes.
And he wanted that 20-minute time domain.
I think he wants to push the 20-minute grind, which is what he said initially. Hey, this is the grind. This is the CrossFit grind when he said this in the kind of behind-the-scenes video for this event. So, yeah, I think he just wants something in that 20-plus minute time domain, which I think is great.
And then if a 20-minute time domain, my mind jumps to James Sprague, because typically when you have these CrossFit grinds, James will start behind everybody, and then James Sprague, in my opinion, is the best pacer in the field. Just pacing a workout. He's very Fikowski-esque in this.
I would say he's like the Lydia Fish, and I know a lot of people are like
Lydia Fish is the best pacer in the women's.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like he is the Lydia Fish of the men's field, and I really do agree with that. I think that there's a talent involved there that is really kind of hard to attain.
Lucky camera straps. Thank you, dude. $7.99. Thank you guys for doing these shows. Also, are JY and Garrett related? No, I wish though. It'd be awesome. I'm on the Lydia Fish like bandwagon now, and Kringle, John, you got me to be big fans. I'm rooting for them. Are they good here?
I think it helps Lydia because we just made the run and the handstand walk even more important, and the deadlifts is where she will get hurt. Kringle has struggled in handstand events before, so I don't think it helps Kringle, but it makes the run more important. So it's kind of like cancels each other out for her.
And Anna wants to know what about our boy Hatfield? He
should be great.
Okay. I was going to say, I
great.
think this helps someone like Austin. I really do. I think that when you're that good of a runner, like the guys who are in the top 5 to 10, women that are in the top 5 to 10 on event one are only happy to see this change.
You know who it hurts? Olivia Kerstetter.
Okay. That's a good one.
Olivia Kerstetter, because the runs were so short and she was going to be great at the rest of it, that she was going to finish in the top 10-ish in this workout. And now that run's a little bit longer. You know, we're getting a little bit more tired, a longer time domain. I think it hurts somebody like that, and it helps somebody like Lydia.
Yeah, and so guys, here they're getting the floor ready with tape. We can see now that they are doing 50 foot down, 50 foot back to their air runner or to their woodway runner and their axle bar. There is a line in the middle that's yellow. That's the midpoint. So we would assume that the standard is going to be 25 foot unbroken segments at minimum. That makes sense. So it's not going to be 50 feet unbroken at a time. It looks like it's just going to be mandatory 25 feet.
Andrew,
it helps
again.
Haley too. Haley, Lucy, all the little girls that are up there.
All the ones that did really well in event one. It's probably just going to help all of them a lot.
You know who I don't think it helps Miriam.
Okay.
I think Miriam's going to, if she struggles with high skill at the high volume of handstand walking, and I hope I'm wrong. I hope I just don't know her handstand walking ability, but.
And, you know, something to consider here too, because there is a big difference. Running on a machine, doing anything on a machine is going to benefit
the bigger people,
heavier body weight. It's just going to. You're able to lean and pull that belt a little bit more effortlessly. And there's a lot of situations, those of you that have been on air runners before, if you go run outside and then you run against the same person on a runner, if that person is bigger than you, more powerful than you, they can probably stay with you. So I don't think it's as true to running ability as actual running outside is.
I agree completely. I know most people say on a runner they're about a minute slower on per mile pace. And I know when I'm running on the runner, my mile pace is exactly the same. Like I can run the exact same mile on a runner that I can outside.
What pace is that?
And
Daily feed, thank you,
currently
Preston.
probably right about 650. I think
Okay.
I can make a little push at the end. But you know, back when I was trying to be something,
Hey, but Haley,
we're talking 558.
the deadlift weight doesn't hurt Haley Adams at all.
I will see. Like, listen, if it's within
I
their
don't think so.
ability,
I don't
if
think
it's
so.
within Haley's ability, she's amazing at moving 90% a million times, right? So if she can do it like in the first round, I don't see it hurting her in the last round.
I think Haley is one of those athletes on the female side though that is just willing to go really, really dark and hurt. And this is that kind of a workout.
Especially since she's at where she's at. She
Yeah.
did not do as good as she did in the pegboard. Like I could see Haley trying to come out super
Swinging,
hot.
swinging.
And then yeah.
And let's pull up the leaderboard going into Albany grip trip if we can look at the females. Because remember, guys, they got 15 lanes here. They're going to be only going in 2 heats this morning. So they'll be going in places 16th through 30th, and then they'll be going in places 1st through 15th. So if we go ahead and go down, we start with the person who's in 16th place. I think it's Alexis Raptis. We're going to see Alexis. We're going to see Brooke. We're going to see some really good handstand walkers in the first heat. And despite the fact that they're going against 13 other people, they are going to have to push like they're in that last heat, right?
Can you scroll back up just real quick to Alexis Raptis? There's a tie for 15th,
But it's not a tie. She's in 16th.
but it doesn't say
Yeah.
16th.
Yeah, she's above Abby.
They both
Doman
have
is-
it. No, they are tied. 9th, 14th, 23rd. It is.
Yep.
It is a tie completely.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do they determine that?
No, it's a great
That
question.
is a complete tie.
So if we knew the
I have the
If
heat
we-
sheet. I have the heat sheet.
Yeah, I was gonna say the tie. There should be a tie break in every event. Typically, they do that in CrossFit games, especially when there's an even number of events. That's when it's really important to do it. So there may have been a tie break on the first workout, which was whenever you finish the first 4 miles. That's a tie break. There may have been a tie break on the second workout, which was whenever you finish the first 20 wall walks. That was probably a tie break,
break,
if I had
yeah,
to
yeah,
guess.
yeah. Oh, you know what? And they want to know too. How does Brooke Wells do in this? She completely.
I think Brooke Wells is a dark horse to win this.
I think she's gonna
she
crush.
recovers from last night.
I think
she's
it's
gonna crush.
yeah. I think it's going to be between her and Tia. It's hard to bet against Tia. Tia.
It's tough to do from heat 1 to win a workout. It really is. But I think she's a shoe in top 5. I would be surprised if she dominates.
I was going to ask you top 10, top 5. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I would bet on top 5.
So she bounces back. Colton bounces back. Does the axle bar itself, does that change anybody's workout? Does that mess with any of the top girls that you think would do or top men?
It's grip fatigue potentially can hurt girls, but it's really hard to say until we see it.
Are they all going to do that mixed grip thing?
Yeah,
Is that what?
they're all going to mix.
Okay.
Yeah.
The chat wants to know Justin Medeiros. Where do you see him keep making a charge like he did yesterday?
I think he's going to continue to rise. Like,
Yeah, I think.
I mean,
Justin's going to be great
I think he's
today.
going to do good all day today.
I think Justin might be in the top 3 after today.
I wouldn't be surprised.
So they have Abby Doman in the second heat, and they have Alexis Raptis. Or Alexis Raptis in the last heat. Abby Doman is in the first heat.
So they have Abby Doman technically in 16th, is what you're
Correct.
saying.
And I don't know how they made that determination. Maybe they just said, who do we think is better in that event? So I don't think they did that. But it is an absolute tie between those two.
Yeah, it's interesting that they have them oriented like that on the leaderboard.
Same placements.
And I'm actually, I want to go ask one of the scoring people
How did they determine?
what the tiebreak was. Yeah. Do you mind if I walk over there?
Yeah, go do it.
Yeah, do it. When do they change the when do they change what heat you're in? Do they do that after every event or just like after the end of every day?
After every event, and that's new
Oh.
to this year. Usually it's after every day,
Okay.
and maybe for the last event. But this year they are reseeding after every single event.
Does that make it I think that would make it better for the athletes, right? Because like
I like it
If
that
you-
way.
if
I like
you
it that
move
way.
up,
I mean,
yeah.
it's more work on CrossFit's part, but if you make it into the top 10, you should be the last heat. We are seeing guys.
yeah, they're rolling the weights out.
It looks like they're changing the weight, so
Oh,
I think
shoot.
they thought the guys were first, and then It looks like the girls are going to go first now.
Yeah.
It also shows 50-foot sections. So it's a really tight turnaround between your deadlift and where your handstand walking. Like there's not much room to kick up at all.
Nope.
Yeah,
if you mess that up and you kick the bar,
Yeah.
that's gonna suck.
There is a come down point at 25 feet. I don't like that. I wish it was 50 foot unbroken.
So
But
do you think that 25-foot marker means that they can
come
kick
down if they
there?
want. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And get credit for that 25 feet.
Correct. Yeah. You can go 25 feet at a time, but it's 50-foot sections if you want it.
Why don't you like that, John?
I want mandatory 50-foot unbroken sections. So, like, it gives a handstand. If you are great at handstand walking, you should be awarded for it. And if people have to wait to kick up and go 50 feet, I want that wait. I want them to wait. And now they don't have to. They can just go race 25 feet, come down, check it out, race 25 feet, come down, check it out.
Would you compare that? Would you say that's similar to like when people did the double over crossovers and they just did them in singles? It's like a little like a scaled version of that.
No, because this is also you can take a chance if you want to. If you remember, I think 2019 when Brent Fikowski failed the handstand walk right at the finish line, he was the rowing workout where he did the like 70 kettlebell push press and then the handstand walk, and they were 44-foot sections.
Right.
And you saw Katrin almost fell. You saw Matt Fraser kind of get a little bobbly right in the beginning, but Brent Fikowski failed right at the finish line, and then he had to go back 44 feet and just wait until he could do it again. Hunter McIntyre, that's why he didn't get to go further in the competition because he couldn't go 44-foot unbroken.
Right.
When you have serious shoulder fatigue, it's not a given. You can just make 50 feet unbroken.
Do you think that they're experiencing any shoulder fatigue from those push presses, the shoulder to overhead yesterday? And a lot of people were doing them on one arm, and it was pretty heavy, you know?
Yeah, I mean, these are the fittest people. Oh, hold on.
Oh shoot.
Picture opportunity.
Yeah.
If you would like.
These are the fittest people in the world, right?
Oh, okay.
I think I don't know if you knew that, but
are they?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay.
So
I don't know, man.
Here we
There's
go.
a couple dudes out there I'm a little concerned about.
Get him, Caleb.
I think they're going to be recovered. They're not going to feel shoulder fatigue from yesterday.
You don't think it was silly that people were doing just right arm for all of their push presses?
Dude, Justin almost
I
won
thought
and
that was
Danielle
insane.
almost won. I think it's insane too, but whatever works for you. It's only
All right.
50. It's like what, 30 reps total?
Yeah, in sets of 10, right? That's
Yeah.
what it was? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
The
Caleb, they want you on the camera, bro.
Oh, that's too bad.
you want to scoot over? He's got to operate the back end, guys. The other computers
I
in
got a camera.
another place. I do think people will feel shoulder fatigue in this workout, though.
Okay.
And like JR said, there's been more condensed workouts with the with the handstand walking. But like if you think about Syndicate, there were people falling apart. I know Reese Littlewood and Lydia Fish murdered it, and it looked like they could have went for 5 rounds.
Right.
But Kyra Milligan made it 4 rounds in that workout, and then blew to shreds. Right, and that was
Right.
300 foot of handstand walking. I think we will see that gap just start separating more and more after the 300-foot mark.
Okay. Do you think that the people who are less efficient runners, the ones that keep their shoulders like really high and they're running like kind of like bricks, do you think it's going to be tougher for them to complete these handstand walk segments, or
Again, 25 foot makes it much easier, right? But
Right.
also, I think if your shoulders
you're racing?
are fatigued, you're just shaking it out when you run anyway. Like
Okay.
I don't think you're running for effort at all. I think you're just trying to clear the lactic in your
Do
shoulders.
you think anybody catches up on the runner? So say you do really.
I think Jeff makes moves to the runner because like
You
Jeff.
think 400 meters is enough for them to? You think it helps them now that it's 400 meters rather than when it was 300 meters?
Yeah.
That additional 100 meters, you think it gives them an
it's
advantage?
an additional 400 meters, right? Total.
Oh, okay.
Um,
You're right.
No, it's 500, right? Because it's 5
Oh,
rounds.
yes, right.
It's
Still,
500
yeah,
meters.
Oh, do we know
That's
what the
2 and a
tie-
half. That's 2 minutes,
do we know
right?
what the tie break
Right.
is?
So if you give me, hey, we're gonna do 2 more minutes of running. Yeah, I think Jeff makes up ground on that. I think Lydia
Really?
makes up
Really?
ground on that. Yeah, I
Okay.
do.
All right. Cool. Well, we have some word from JR.
Well, we have some word on a couple things.
Okay.
The great the greats Bill and Katie Henniger pulled me to the side,
Oh,
and
or they give you
yeah, my blood pressure increased significantly right away. Said, hey, I just want to let you guys know those are the actual pegboards from 2015 that they used for the very first time.
shoot.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yep. And
So
just,
you think they just put them in storage
Yeah,
and then
they
dust
would've
them
had-
off? And
yeah.
no, I mean, yeah, they just use them every year. Yeah. And they're like, so there's no, it's not like some of them are newer, some of them weren't.
Wow.
Yeah, Bill actually made a pretty cool point. He was just saying, if you look just at the gear that's used now, and you look at how much chalk people will put under and over their grips, if you think about it, and you get to the top and you're grinding on that peg, and the little chalk particles are obviously falling down. A lot
Right.
of them are going onto the board, sticking to the board, you know. So it's just kind of like with every heat, they're almost
static.
getting slicker and slicker because of the chalk. He
Right.
mentioned, you know, people chalking their shoes, people using towels, people using. So I mean, it was just like he thought it was really like interesting that certain people were struggling, but along with the shoe choice, I mean, there's got to be some factors there too. So it was just cool to know that they you know, they watch the same way we do, and they hear what we talk about. But I did get an answer on the scoring from Dave Eubanks, actually.
Oh,
So since Abby Doman and Alexis Raptis have the same number of total points earned, they have the same finishes as far as like 2 9ths, 2 23rds, 2 whatever. They can't go to the tie break within each event and pull that as the tie break overall. It's based on open finish,
Wow.
which is
shoot.
cool.
That's awesome.
So yeah, so
Damn.
the reason why I think we said the reason why Alexis is in heat 2 and
Hey,
Abby's
I
in
don't
heat
like
1.
to be touched, so can you not?
Did I touch you? Oh
Yeah, you
geez,
did.
I won't
Yeah,
do that
it's
again.
okay. I'm just so from future reference.
Is it Alexis in heat 2?
Yes.
The reason why she is in heat 2 is because she performed better in the open.
The open matters, baby.
Wow,
The
open
open
matters.
matters.
That's
The open
just kind of
matters.
that's cool to know.
I think anytime there's some weird tie break that falls through the crack that there's not like a thing for, it should just automatically go to open finish.
do you think they just
that's
came
for,
up
for,
with that?
for literally everything.
Did they just come up with that?
I don't
or
know,
is that
but I like
hey,
it.
We
I like
decided
it.
upon this a while ago. If this were to happen,
well,
a contingency.
I
if you
can
will.
see like they're like, wow, we did not expect that, because who would expect that? I wouldn't expect that. Like 3 different events, they have 3 different scores, but they all end up being the exact same score.
Real quick. Earlier we said that they put the incorrect weights
they're
on the
going
bar.
again.
I think actually the equipment team is coming out and practicing.
No, they're
weight changes.
they
Oh,
are
okay,
practicing.
They're
yeah,
coming
yeah.
out here. They have been they've been here well before we arrive, and they are practicing weight changes because there are so many 15 barbells,
That's amazing.
and
Yeah.
they're having to change out the
Well-
outside plate on every single barbell.
Yeah, dude, they like
That's
30
amazing.
plates,
Yeah,
30
we thought
plates.
they thought the girls were first and the guys were first.
No,
No, they're
yeah,
just practicing.
Hey, they're-
Yep.
if
Hey,
you
they
guys
know what they're
remember,
doing.
if you guys remember yesterday, we came over here after event 1. We did the show. They had all the dumbbells set out
Yep.
for the individual event. They rehearsed it. They took them away, and then they set up for the team event. Right. So,
And they
John,
are
I
in
don't know if
sync
that's
with each
allowed,
other.
but yeah.
They are absolutely in sync with each other.
yeah, this equipment
It's
team
crazy
is
teamwork.
is amazing.
Hey, something while we're on the topic of tie breaks, I hope he's listening. Taylor Self had this idea. This is 100% Taylor Self's idea, but I couldn't agree more with it. He came up to me this past year at Syndicate when we knew that there was going to be maybe a tie for the second qualifying spot. And he said, hey, you know what everyone always does? Everyone always does highest place finish gets the tie break because you perform the best on one of the workouts, and they just go down the line. Why do we do that? We should do it the opposite way. We should go who has the highest lowest place finish. So
Oh, yeah, I get it.
you know, we talk about all the time in CrossFit, your strengths are,
You're awarded
you know,
specialist.
are not as important as your weaknesses. Like
Right.
you need to have minimal weaknesses.
Right.
So, I mean, what I want to do is I want to start doing that way.
Yeah,
like
like
I
you
wish
have a
I
third
wish we would
place.
flip it. So if your lowest place finish is 10th and your lowest place finish is 11th, the
10th
person
place.
in 10th gets the qualifying spot.
So like
Wow.
in 2014, if Rich Froning was tied with somebody, but he has a first place in 21:15.9, but he has this 33rd place in 333, and that other person has a 28th place, they
And
would be ahead
like
of Rich Brown.
other place, that person has let's say they have a 28th place and a third or a second as their
It doesn't matter.
highest
A
first
15th,
place. Right.
Like,
Yeah.
but a
No,
28th place.
I think it would be another way to look at it. And I think it would just be
It
another
would fit CrossFit.
it would fit CrossFit like for what we know it as. Yeah.
Because
it'd
then
be cool.
Fikowski that year, he would have actually got the podium when he tied with
Lucas
what's his
Holberg.
face?
Right.
Would he-
Yeah.
would he have, though?
I'll
I'm pretty
try-
sure.
Yeah,
We
no,
should-
no. I'll
It
after
would've-
that.
think about it would have mattered for Katrin on the pegboards too. Like she
Oh,
would have
she-
tried
yeah.
when she when
Yeah,
they brought the
when
pegboard
she
the
did
first
like
time.
this.
Was that her lowest place finish of the weekend?
I would imagine. I
Yeah,
don't know.
because sometimes it wouldn't work out, right? We would go and look, and it wouldn't change anything.
Sure.
It
Yeah.
would just be like, oh,
'Cause
the
Tia wins
person
that
that won
year.
an event actually also had a better worst finish.
Sure.
Holberg had a 34th,
And Brendan.
and Brent had a 29th.
Yeah,
Brent
Brent
Fikowski
would
would've
have.
been- and it makes so much more sense from a CrossFit's perspective. Like what we are shooting for. We're not shooting to be specialists. We're shooting to be the most well-rounded.
You know, I mean,
1999. Thanks, Justel.
top threes are so important. I mean, you talked about that with Amy Kringle this morning. She was able to get a second, a third, and still recover from a 29th. Like, it's huge to perform well. But when you're talking about the fittest person in the world or the fittest person at a competition, I think showing that their weaknesses compared to the field aren't as bad is probably more impressive.
That wasn't Katrin's worst finish at all.
Oh.
She was Kat plus 51.
A lot of people tied
and
for
she was 13th place.
Yeah, a lot of people tied.
Oh,
on
that's
that.
right. Because nobody could do a
There was a
pegboard that
20
year.
person
Yeah.
tie
That's
for
right.
13th place.
The only
Man.
one that got through it was Margot Alvarez.
No, she was Kat plus 8.
But she got
She got through the
was able to
pegboard.
move
She got
through
through
No,
the
she got
pegboard.
through the pegboard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nobody, not one woman
There's
finished
two
that
of 'em.
workout.
What a legend, Margot Alvarez.
Yeah.
Dude, I
Oh.
saw her outside yesterday. She's teaching classes or whatever. She's amazing. She's such a cool
Yeah.
person. She's
Super cool.
so sweet.
Man, that's awesome. How much time do we have left? What do we have?
2000.
20 minutes until they start going.
Oh, hey, you guys do your. Everyone wants to know your picks. Heat one.
Okay, yeah, let's
picks.
pull it up.
Yeah, let's do it.
So, guys, go over to Heat One, download the app. If you're not playing yet, you can still jump in for the rest of the weekend. You can take 50 cents off of John Young. My goal for the weekend is to get so many people to beat him that John has to ask me if
Yeah, is your wife mad at you yet,
maybe
John, for the 50 cents?
WPTH can
You
sponsor.
got a baby now.
John
You got to
Young.
start college fund. You can't be wasting 50 cents, bro.
At the current moment, I do owe a lot of money. But,
It's a long weekend.
But it's a long week. Hey,
Hey, that's what
Hey,
happens when you don't use your
champions are
degree.
made on Sunday. Goodness gracious.
Oh.
What are
all right.
you? What are you right now? On top 10.
350. Oh, top 10.
I think that's what I just pulled up. Yeah, top 10. 470. 470.
But top 10, it literally can change on the last day. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
All right, so who do you got for event 4? I bet we are similar here.
John's going to make his family go into severe debt due to his gambling addiction.
Hey,
Where
dude,
do
I
I need
made
to click?
for where you
Oh,
at?
we're going shot caller.
Yeah, we're going shot clock. Bleak.
Got
There
it.
you go. So for the men, I have Dallin Pepper. I think Jason Hopper is going to be great at this workout too. I think you can, and he's riding the momentum. Jason can ride momentum like nobody's business.
You don't think Dallin's like just a little rattled?
I think he's pissed off.
Okay.
Like I think, and listen, and Colton, I said the same thing with Colton, and he ended up 10. And then his rope broke that workout.
Right. Right.
Not that he was going to
Sucks.
murder that workout in the first place, seeing what the times were. But I think Dallin's going to be very good at this workout. Jason is probably a better pick now that they made the run a little bit worth more. But the runner helps Dallin at 2, though, with Jason. It still helps Jason. I just think Dallin's going to be pissed off. I want it. It's a heart pick. It's a heart pick. But that's who I'm picking for the men. It's Dallin.
Yeah, for the men, I have Jason as my pick. But again, on the men's side, I think especially when you're playing this, it's really, really tough. And I think you're better off using your flex on a woman on this workout.
I agree.
Really?
And
Why do you say that?
Because there's so many guys that could finish 3rd or 2nd, or they could finish like 9th or 8th. But I think on the women's side, if you use 2 of those picks, if you know who's going to do generally well, there's going to be more separation. So your chances of picking 2 women that are still like going to finish in the top 5 is a lot higher.
Dude,
Okay.
listen, James can be great. Justin can be great. I think Justin's actually going to be really good in this workout. Jeff can be great. Jason can be great. Dallin can be great. There's so many guys who are going to be very good at this
Heidi
workout.
Crew, make Medeiros great again. He's getting there. Girl, you should have seen the fire in his eyes.
He looks good too. Like, I
When
mean, he looks lean.
he jumped
looks
up on that
he
finish
looks
mat,
really
baby.
fit. He looks really
He
fit.
looked really hungry, dude.
Now, for the women and the flex pick, I have Tia Claire Toomey and I have Brooke Wells.
And that's exactly who I have. John
Wow.
is copying me.
I think I said that from.
or one.
Yeah.
You
I
guys
have-
have it flipped.
I have Tia for the women and Brooke is the flex.
Yeah, and that's what I have here too. It was really close not to put Danielle in, but I mean, I'm so
Yeah,
far
what are
behind.
you guys doing?
I'm so far behind right now. I mean, obviously, I'm a Brooke biased person, but I do think this is looks like going to be the best event for
Are
her
you?
for the weekend.
Why don't you think Danielle is a
I
top one
just
for this? At least a flex.
I know how good Brooke is at the handstand walking, and I know how good of a deadlifter she is. I know that for a fact. I've seen it over a 10-year career. I don't know how good Danielle is going to be with the deadlift. I just don't know.
And like if Danielle, like I told JR this yesterday, if Danielle has to stop and do her belt and then take a breath and then do for the deadlifts, and Brooke can just immediately go to the deadlifts, that's 3 seconds every single round. That's 15 seconds that Brooke just automatically has on Danielle.
Do you think that they're pretty similar on the runner?
That's what I was going to
I
say.
do.
The only thing that makes me nervous a little bit. Look at Danielle's finish on event 1 and look at Brooke's. I think one is a top 10 and one is like a 15th.
It's a different workout.
Right.
Sure.
But then again, on a runner,
Damn.
the bigger, stronger athlete sometimes can still stay with someone a little lighter because of pace, like just because of being able to put more power into the belt. Yeah.
Everybody's a humongous fan of Crouch right now. How does he do? Does he?
Crouch
been
kills
so
it. Yeah, we
good.
didn't say Jay, but Jay's going to be amazing at this too.
Yeah, and this is a classic case of like they can't all be in the top 10, right? Like
Yeah.
some people are going to take an 11th, 12th, the 13th. And honestly, the advantage of being in that second heat and having all those guys racing that are the guys we think are going to do the best on this workout.
What is the
huge.
deciding? What is
Just-
the deciding movement for this though?
just
Like for those guys that
Breaking
won't-
news. Just
Oh.
everybody. If anybody was concerned about Taylor over the past 12 hours, I know he had to take a little bit of a hiatus.
Poor guy.
That man has had a bowel movement.
Nice.
Yes.
He's
There we
had
go.
a bowel movement.
Hey.
Dude, we didn't even talk about like Austin's going to be great.
Yeah.
Freaking Tudor's going to dark horse that somewhere in
Is
there.
he in this first heat?
No,
or is he-
Austin's in the second heat.
No, I'm talking about Tudor.
Tudor's in the second heat.
No.
Okay.
The nameplates are out.
Dude, I feel bad about it. I feel like I want to change it. Doing some last second tearing.
Oh,
You
we
going
have
with
the men
Austin?
going first. I didn't realize.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're done practicing.
Something, Garrett, you just asked what the deciding movement's going to
Yeah,
be.
for those guys that
Listen,
are.
I think this may be like one of those small changes that like we end up looking back on and being like, if that last handstand walk wasn't 150 feet, that person would have
Would've
won,
won.
or that person would have won. Like doing 150 feet at the end of that workout may create a lot of drama.
Like with the with Kerstetter, does the run will it be that? Will it be that extra little bit of the run that now messes with her that maybe knocks her out of like the top 7 or top 8 in this workout?
I think adding running to it doesn't
Does
help
help.
her.
Gotcha.
Right? It doesn't help. So I think someone who is banking on the barbell and the handstand walk mattering more, it's going to make it more difficult
Yeah.
for her, for sure.
This is gonna be cool as hell because it's gonna be just like last night. Because I didn't think so many people were gonna fall off that pegboard last night that they did.
That was
I'm going to do it.
It
I'm
was
going
crazy.
to pick Jason. I don't like it. I don't want to.
Oh, can I?
Oh, you already had down? You had down?
Yeah, I had
Okay.
down. I'm going to pick Jason.
Can
I
I
just
ask you
the
about-
run being longer, I think it's just going to benefit Jason more.
All right, down. You got fuel now.
There we go.
Woo! Oh, construction, you're back for some TP for the house for Taylor,
Thank you, we need
1999, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you. What was Alexis? Alexis wrapped this last night on the pegboard. What was that version of the pegboard she was doing where she would jump both feet underneath her
I saw
and
that.
put what?
She's just trying to use her legs more.
That was crazy
take it off of her
athletic
arms.
though.
Yeah, she if you watch her do, like, even the way she does legless rope climbs, the way she always has done them. Sevon talked about this last night about staying in tight with your fist to your chin. Like, she has always kind of climbed a legless like that in these really short, aggressive pulls. Similarly to how you watch gymnasts do them, because typically they do them from a seated position.
Yeah.
And you kind of use those, like, you stay in an L shape and you use those really short, choppy pulls. Like, I think it just looks like a lot of her gymnastic stuff carries over to
That
CrossFit.
was crazy to watch.
Yeah.
That was so cool. I've never seen anything like that. Susie Tell Tahoe, get 2025. Can someone turn around and Stents updates for her booty workout? Booty steal. Yes, I will. She's all the way over there. I can't get her right now.
Yeah, she's talking to some people right now. We'll get it to you
We'll
later.
get
We'll
the
make sure
intel.
we'll write it down in an ebook and we'll sell it for $5.
Sarah Cox is in the house. I just saw her walk in. Biomax Peptides, guys, head on over to the website. Use code GAMES for 10% off, and I think free barostatic water with your purchase.
And your crash code.
Yeah, right over me.
Something. Yeah, there
if you guys want to compete this October and you did not do semifinals and finish pretty high, you're going to have to do the online qualifier. So go ahead and scan that QR code. It'll take you to localcomp.com. You can sign up for the online qualifier. It starts August 14th, so it's just in a couple weeks. It is a 4-day competition. It has 4 workouts. All the workouts will be released at 8 a.m. on the 14th, and it'll close at 8 a.m. on the 17th. None other than the one and only Rick Jones. I mean, I think he's the best in the biz. People will push back on me, but that is footage from the Games training camp leading up to 2024 CrossFit Games, which Crash Crucible 2025 is programmed based off of the training camp of Brooke Wells and Jason Hopper.
And if you want to spectate, go spectate. It was an awesome experience. The wife and kid and we all went, and it was amazing. Super cool. Go to Crash.
Do you want to poll questions? We have about 9 minutes left.
We'll do some questions.
Thank you for the $2.
If you guys have any questions on anything.
Has Taylor eaten today?
Hey, listen, last night I bought a ton of steak. I bought a ton of fruit. So he has a full fridge at home. So hopefully he is just crushing food.
Someone also asked back a little while ago, how does Taylor stack up in this workout?
Whoa.
Is this a good workout for Taylor?
Taylor doesn't run so good, I thought.
No, Taylor's a good runner. I think, and Taylor deadlifts a lot because he hasn't been able to squat. He self-admittedly, though, like, he doesn't train handstand walk as something that he just does a lot in his training. Like, he does a lot of other inverted movements. He does a ton of wall walks. He does a ton of handstand push-up stuff. Like, he doesn't train handstand walk a ton, but it's one of those things that he has dialed in. So, like, I still think he would do well in this workout because he's got a big engine. And because what I think we will see from it being a longer time domain, we're going to see who wants to hurt and who wants to grind. Like, that is going to be clear, and obviously we know he can do that.
How is John doing in the spin draft? Barbell spin wants to know.
We every single event we've shifted pretty hard. I think after event 1, I was up by a lot. After event 2, Tyler was up. And then I think after event 3, I think Spin is up. So, like, we keep going back and forth. We'll see how it goes at the end of the weekend. Champions are made on Sunday, guys.
What else we got?
So are pancakes.
With the current state of the leaderboard, who can we conclusively claim has become fitter over the last year and who has become less so?
I don't think we can make a conclusion after day 1.
Thank you. I think we have to wait till the end of today. I think at the end of today, when you have 7 scores and a pretty broad breadth of test, I think we can make some claims at that point.
Is Ariel a dark horse?
I wouldn't call her a dark horse. I think Ariel just is a horse.
On this workout, though, specifically?
A dark horse, not to win.
Yeah,
I think Ariel will be around.
we have talked about a ton of people not named Ariel Lowen on this workout. So I would say in this workout specifically, yes, she's not someone people are just picking to win.
Yeah, no. I don't think she's going to win. I would not even pick her to be a dark horse to win, but I do think she'll be top. I do think she'll be around that 5th mark.
Serotonin.
Fire it right in my face.
We got to pump that up a little bit.
Dude, yeah, there you go. There you go.
Oh,
You got it. That was good. Yeah,
We got
Hey.
the t-shirt cannon out here.
Make your mind up, man.
it's amazing. Does Colton? Do you still think it's possible for Colton to break into the top 10? Basically. is
Yeah,
what they're
I think
asking.
Colton can make the top 10 at the end of the weekend. Yeah.
Do you think he is obviously he's not looking ahead to the back squat, but do you think he's saying to himself, I've got to win the back squat? Like I've got to win that event.
Oh,
But I think he's strong enough
will,
where it's
yeah.
not even a concern. He's like, I'm about
Oh
to
wait, I
mess
have a
people up.
BTS shirt
Gotcha.
under here.
I do think he was happy to see that back to back last night.
Do they reseed after this event for the back squat?
So I've been told that they are reseeding after every event.
That's what I've been told too.
Moving
So
forward.
if that's the case, if he can get into that top 15, that would be so, because Nick Matthew will have gone.
Now I don't know if they're doing heats of 15 for the back.
back
Oh,
squat.
here we go. The judges
not
are
sure.
coming out.
Because if he can get into a different heat than Nick Matthews, that will
Let's
be huge
go.
for him.
All right, guys. The
Oh, one more question. Who do you think does the most moving on moving day?
Today's moving day.
Yep. I really want it to be Colton. Like my heart wants it to be Colton.
I mean, with an event win, like you can do a lot of
A lot of moving.
a lot of moving.
I guess we're gonna find out, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to think on the women's side though. I think that's where you have people that are probably going to finish in the top 10 that are right now in a lower position.
Yeah.
What about Abby Domit, Gracie Walton?
Not the biggest mover. Let me. I'm trying to like sort through names right now, so I can give you like this is the answer.
I don't know how the bat squad is going to go for Alexis because like I want to say Alexis.
I don't know how this workout's going to go for Alexis.
Yeah.
I want to say Alexis too, but I don't know. There's things we don't know about Alexis. Honestly, Brooke.
Yeah.
I think Brooke Wells is going to be the biggest mover.
She's gonna do at least well on this, and she's gonna do well on the back squat, and I think she's gonna do well on event 6. So
And event
yeah,
7
could
maybe
be.
not, but like yeah,
because she's
like,
so low
but
right
she's
now.
24th
It might
place.
she might be the biggest mover. Yeah, I think
Barbell
so.
spin. Brooke has the most to gain.
Yeah.
Alexis. I hope Alexis too. I'm rooting for her.
And for the men, I would say Austin.
All right, guys, I think
right,
they
yep.
are live on the
We gotta
stream
go.
right now, so we got to jump off. Thanks so much for watching. We'll be on right after this event when the women finish.
All right, deuces, guys.
When you stroll into the gym and you see the longer event on the board, you see the 5K run, the 10K run, the 30-minute AMRAP, it's easy to default to the idea that just because it is longer, you don't have to go fast. It's not about intensity. Because we live our life in these couplets and triplets, and they're short, and they're high intensity, and they're just pedal to the metal. And all of a sudden, somebody throws the 10K up on the board, which is part of what we do, not all the time, but some of the time. And that doesn't mean take the scenic route. That 10K still means for you to finish it as quickly as possible. Now, is that maybe harder to finish as quickly as possible as Fran or one of our short sprints? Yeah, maybe it is. But you should still be trying to finish that thing as fast as possible. We watch these athletes at the games. They do short events, they do long events, and I can guarantee you when they finish a long event, none of them finish that and say, oh, that was nice and easy, that didn't feel intense. They're still trying to maximize their intensity, even if the effort is longer. And that's where we see actual carryover in both ways in our program. Yeah, the short stuff goes fast, carries over to the longer stuff, but when you do that longer stuff, if you still want to see the most benefit to your fitness, you got to push the pace there too, not just on the short things.